Welcome to Lottery Nigeria. My name is Aaron John Obizoba. If you're just joining for the very first time, say a very big welcome to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. To all our returning subscribers, we say a very big thank you to you for always following us across the several episodes. So in this particular episode, we're talking about something that is quite common and it's becoming very rampant amongst young persons these days. Like, it's the issue of sexual exploitation. Now, when I talk about sexual exploitation, we're talking about revenge porn and we're talking about sextortion. Now, I'm sure you know that if you're a young person, you basically, even the older persons, the elders, they know what we're talking about. We're talking about sexual blackmail, sexual extortion. Now, the idea is, recently, if you've been following the online, you see nudes are being posted everywhere. Nudes are being released randomly without caution. Like, I ask yourself, what exactly is happening? Now, before I even start to talk about this whole sexual blackmail, sexual exploitation thing and sextortion, I want to give you a very simple advice. I don't say many of us will want to take up, but the thing is, yes, even with your boyfriend, could we actually stop sending nudes around to people? No matter how much we're in love, we don't say love is sweet. It busts the brain. It makes you like cloud nine and all those plenty things. But could we actually tone down on how we share our nudes? Why I'm saying this is, if it is sweet today, before you know it, tomorrow it goes south, and you can never tell how much of a sense the person you are dating is until there's actually a problem. Because most of the nudes you're seeing online, most of the naked pictures, the nude videos and everything, the explicit content you're seeing are posted by exes. That is how sad it is. Exes are people that are very close, or oh, my bestie, I loved him so much, she loved me so much. Now then they post everything. This literally makes you ask the question, what happened to the love you all shared when you were together? So I beg, could we actually just be a little careful with the whole nude sharing and everything, no matter even to your baby boy, because things are very crazy, things are happening. You may not understand until when that thing you think it was private actually now becomes public. I'll give you my own advice. If you want to follow, fine. If you don't want to. So now let's go to the legal aspect of it. Now, first of all, by virtue of the provisions in Nigeria, by virtue of the provisions of Section 37 of the Nigerian Constitution, every Nigerian citizen is entitled to privacy. Like privacy, we're talking about privacy of whole your family life, privacy, right to privacy of telecommunication content and all that, your communications. You have a privacy as a person. So that some guarantees your privacy as a person. So now, this is where most of the enforcement are hinged on the fact that every individual has a right to privacy. Now, when you're talking about sexual blackmail, it can come in the form of revenge porn, or it can come in the form of sextortion. Now, what is blackmail? When you're talking about blackmail, what are we talking about? Blackmail is where is a type of coercion where a person actually threatens to publish or release a particular sensitive information about another person, except the person concerned, the victim, actually satisfies certain condition, which may be either the payment of certain money or the doing of a particular thing. So that's what blackmail is. Blackmail is, I'm telling you that, oh, okay, I have this information about you. If you do not actually do this thing I want you to do, or pay me this particular amount of money I want you to pay me, I am going to post this, publicize this information about you. That's what blackmail is basically. So when you talk about sexual blackmail, it's more like threatening to release sexual contents about a person, except the person does a particular thing, which is most times instead the person actually pays money. So it's like someone threatening another person that, oh, see this is your nude videos, see your nude pictures, I'm going to post them out. This explicit content about you, I'm going to post them out, except you do this particular thing, which is usually, oh, are you going to pay me this amount of money, or you're going to sleep with me, or you're going to do this. That is what sexual blackmail actually entails. Now, the sexual blackmail, I'm sure you agree with me. You see, come on, with the day on the online, we see every day. It's every day that nudes are being released, either on Twitter, either on TikTok, on Facebook. They are coming up. And the crazy thing about it is, if you look at it, it's usually so and so X post nudes, so and so. It's always traced back to someone who has been in that very, very, very confidential, or shall I say, very intimate relationship or closeness with the victim involved. Now, there are laws that actually punish and actually can deal with offenders or perpetrators of this act. But first of all, let's look at the different type of sexual blackmail. Now we have revenge porn. Now revenge porn basically is saying that it entails the unauthorized publication of the sexual content, or should I say, yes, explicit videos or pictures, that is sexual videos or pictures of another person without the consent, that is the unauthorized, the illegal posting of another person's sexual videos or pictures without the authorization of that person. Yes, you may have gotten hold of those contents, the videos, the pictures, by virtue of illegal means, possibly like, yes, in the aspect of an ex. Oh, baby boy, baby girl, send me your pictures, send me your videos, come on now, make it. They send you the video, they send you the picture. Yes, you got it by illegal means, but the moment you actually, or that person posts it without the consent of the sender or the owner, it becomes revenge porn, which is punishable. In Nigeria, it is punishable even under the Criminal Code Act and also under the Cyber Crime Prevention Act. We'll still come to the legal provisions that actually criminalize and prohibit actions like this. So that's revenge porn we're talking about. Then we have sextortion. Sextortion is basically saying that, Oga, madam, I have this content about you, this sexual content about you, this explicit content, this nude videos or pictures about you, or messages, depending on what it is. I'm going to post them out if you do not actually succumb to my demand, which is usually pay me money, me 1 million, 2 million, or come on, that thing you've been sharing, come and give it to me, I want it. That is sextortion. Now look at the difference. Revenge porn is without the consent of the owner of the particular sexual content, which is the video or the image or whatever it is. You post it already. You don't even come to ask them, hey, I'll do this. No, you post it out. That is revenge porn. Now we now have the sextortion, which is saying, oh guy, you better come and do this. Come and see me. Come and say to me, give me what I want, or I would post. Revenge porn posts without authorization. Sextortion is threatening to post or say certain demands are met. Now, these are the two now majorly how the sexual blackmail comes. They actually how the offenders perpetrate this act of sexual blackmail. So these things happening are not things that are new to us or strange. It's something, so far you're on the online every day, you literally stumble upon this news. This one nude leaks, this one so leaks, this particular person news video leaks. It's getting really rampant these days, and you ask yourself the question, is it only nude pictures and videos that people are now doing in relationship? Everybody's just sending and sending and sending. It's crazy. But let's go into the aspect of the law that criminalizes it. Before I talk about the sections of the law, particularly, especially the Criminal Code Act and the Cyber Crime Prohibition and Prevention Act, let's now talk about something. Are you aware of what cyber crimes are actually? Because this sextortion and sexual blackmail, revenge porn, they all fall under cyber crime. For purposes of Nigeria and other jurisdictions, these are all cyber crime. Now, when you talk about cyber crime, you're talking about illegal activities that are perpetrated using computer devices as the primary means of commission. Like crime, when we say computer devices, they actually use either a laptop itself or a tablet or any device that you can say that this can be likened or set to be a computer. Any sort of device used to commit an illegal activity, by virtue of using that device, such activity becomes a cyber crime. That's it. So that's when you talk about cyber crime, you talk about what they call Yahoo. Yahoo is cyber crime. Cyber stalking. All of you that are always on the online, always dragging people and saying, or even it's even interesting for you to know that even defamation using on the online, all these defamation matters you post on the online, dragging people on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and posting videos, and all those things can come under cyber crime. And I'm sure you heard of cyber stalking and the rest of all that. Yes, these are cyber crimes. And in Nigeria, we have the law that actually deals with cyber crime, which was enacted in 2015. you know that what you've heard about the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act. I'm sure you've heard of that. That act is very, very effective, and it has a lot of provisions that actually criminalizes actions as this sexual blackmail. So this is for people who are victims of sexual blackmail. The thing about sexual blackmail is, even when you start trying to pacify the blackmailer, you may not be able to actually solve the problem, because people are greedy. The moment you start paying, come on, you're built to continue paying lightly. The person will see it as an opportunity, you see it as a cash cow. So this is for you to know the provision of the law, so that when it's up, if unfortunately it happens to you or is happening to you, you can know what steps to take, how to make the proper complaint, and what are the likely remedies are available to you. Now, you have remedies civil in the civil aspect of law, and you have it in the criminal aspect. Let's talk about the criminal aspect of it. Now, for the purpose of this offense, which is sextortion and revenge porn, sexual blackmail, you have focusing on two major laws, which are the Criminal Code Act 1 and also the Cybercrime Act. These are will be two areas of focus. So let's now look at first provision first. That is Section 1 of the Cybercrime Act. So this particular section, that's Section 1, provides for the objective, what the act is intended for. So just listen to this now. I'm going to read out Section 1A of the Cybercrime Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Act 2015. Now it says to provide an effective and unified legal, regulatory, and institutional framework for the prohibition, prevention, detection, prosecution, and punishment of cyber crimes in Nigeria. So this is a very authentic law that can be used to actually deal with cybercrime in Nigeria. Now, away from the provision of Section 1 of the Cybercrime Act, let's now look at a key provision that is relevant to what we're talking about. Now, let's look at the provision of Section 23 sub 2 of the Cybercrimes Act. Very important. I will read it for you so you see it as it goes. Now, it says, any person who knowingly makes or sends other pornographic images to another computer by way of unsolicited distribution shall be guilty of an offense, and upon conviction shall be sentenced to 1 year imprisonment or a fine of 250,000 naira or both. Any person who knowingly makes or sends other pornographic images to another computer by way of unsolicited, emphasis on unsolicited distribution, shall be guilty of an offense, and upon conviction shall be sentenced to 1 year imprisonment or a fine of 250,000 naira. Let's start from there. This is one. So that tomorrow someone will not come and say he did not know, and yeah, I didn't know that that's the provision of the law. Ignorance of the law is actually what? No excuse. So that we don't actually create problems for ourselves. Then tomorrow you say, oh, my village people are chasing me, they're the ones that are doing. No village person is doing you anything. So that's Section 23 sub 2. Let me look at read the provision of Section 24A. It says, any person who knowingly or intentionally sends a message or all other matters by means of computer system or network that is grossly offensive, pornographic, or of an indecent, obscene, or menacing character, or causes any such message or matter to be so sent, commit an offense under this act, and shall be liable on conviction to a fine of not more than 7 million naira. Most of the people when they send these videos, when they leak all these nudes and all this, post it online, do not have up to 7. They don't have money. And that says, or imprisonment for a term of not more than 3 years, or to both such fine and imprisonment. See, you that is posting, look at me. I'm talking to you. You that want to post, or you that have been posting, or you that that's posted now. Do you have 7 million naira? Or maybe they were from. Is there any way you kept 4 million naira? Can you even stay? You can't even stay in your room for 1 day, and they will give you imprisonment for 3 years. Why not respect yourself? Are you seeing here? 7 million naira or 3 years imprisonment, or both. So this is already a remedy in the criminal aspect of law. Yes, it may not provide any personal compensation to the victim. However, there's that satisfaction that the person is being dealt with. So under the law, for the person sending pornographic images, or the person sending videos or messages or any particular matter that's pornographic or obscene, you can be convicted under these particular provisions of law. Yes, you're surprised. Now let me read a very interesting provision of the Criminal Code Act. It says section 37(6) of the Criminal Code Act provides us. Any person who publishes or threatens to publish or offers to abstain from publishing or offers to prevent the publication of a defamatory matter with intent to extort money or other property, or with intent to induce any person to give, confer, procure, or attempt to procure to upon or for any person any property or benefit of any kind is guilty of a felony and is liable to imprisonment for 7 years. This is the Criminal Code Act. See, the law is boku. So for all victims or any victim of sexual blackmail, go to the police and make a formal report. Let them trace the person and arrest the person. There's remedy under the criminal aspect of law. These provisions actually will avail such situation. And the thing is, for offenders, let me tell you, it is not now against the victim alone, it's against the state, because these things are criminalized. Sending pornographic contents unsolicited is an offense on itself. Now, the question is, are there remedies under the civil aspect of law for victims? Yes. I said earlier that under section 37 of the Constitution, everybody is entitled to the right to privacy. So you can actually bring an action for breach of fundamental rights to privacy. You can also seek and you can also institute a civil action under defamation, publication of a scandalous, libelous matter. You can actually bring it, because most times when these posts are made, they are also called statements attached to them. So you can see there's remedy under the civil and the criminal aspect of law. So these are remedies that can be exploited by victims of sexual exploitation or sexual blackmail, especially as relates to revenge porn and sextortion. However, this is a very friendly advice to people. Please avoid sharing your nudes to people. So avoid sharing your nudes. Yes, love, it is sweet, it is sharp, my honey, sweetie, darling, baby, yes. It's in the meantime why people are still loving yourselves. The question is, how are you sure that the person has genuine intentions to you? And when you guys quarrel, depending on how the quarrel or the relationship ends, how are you sure that the person that you're dating does not have ill motives towards you? So the idea is, avoid sharing your nudes indiscriminately. See, just save them in your... I am not to encourage fornication. I am not encouraging fornication. However, if you must be in the mood of the whole lovey-dovey thing, wait till you see each other and avoid making videos of your private acts, so that tomorrow you don't, like I said, we can make advice, we can tell, but the only thing is, we cannot force anyone to do. You say you can take a horse to the stream, but you can't force to drink. These are ways to prevent stories that touch it, because these days, these things are actually destroying people's lives and reputation and standing in the society, their places of work, and their family. It says the internet never forgets. Most times you may think that, oh, it has died down. Now one day when you want something very important, they dig it up and it comes up. So this is a Law to Nigeria. I hope you'll be able to learn something, and I hope this particular episode has been informing to you, and it's actually armed you with the necessary tools for either yourself or for someone close to you, or to advise someone who may need help at a particular time. Please make sure you stay out of anything that will put you in unnecessary wahala, just like sharing your nudes, so that you don't get stories that touch. Until the next episode, my name remains John Obizoba, and this is Law to Nigeria. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're here to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share. If you want to comment, please drop your comment in the comment section. Let's keep the talk going and let's educate each other. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.